So all season long, we're going to be talking about things that matter to moms so that we remember that we matter in the scheme of life with all of our busy days. And today I'm hanging out with women CEOs who are mothers. Oh. And so we've got Kenyatta, who's an esthetician. We've got Jerry, who's head of school, and now 2 schools. We've got Reverend Diana McDonough. And then we've got my mother, who is an author. I love reading your stuff, Mom. So here's the question. Because I realized I was being a little lax the other day when I took my own child out to lunch. Do you spank your kids or not? Has nothing to do with being a CEO, but in the midst of everything you're balancing in your brain from you know, running your business or whatever, to I know I got whoopings, so we just gonna say that on TV and nobody's gonna call CPS, right? So, and it worked. It worked. It worked. I felt the fear of the belt. Fear of the parents saying, come on upstairs now. Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs. You know you shouldn't have done that. Now, I hate to do this to you. Hurts me more than it's going to hurt you. So how do you spank your kids? Do you guys believe? You can't answer this question. So, because you run a school. Yes. You run a school and we don't want to know. But everybody else. I can answer. How do you guys believe in spanking?
Well, I did when she was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the threat or the threat of it.
Oh no, it wasn't a threat.
I mean, it was more. You know, all I had to do is spank her once or twice, and then it was a threat. And then it was like.
It worked. Yeah.
There was no problem. I just would have a certain look.
It was the look.
Her lips disappear. Her lips go, and you're like, if you see that, oh, it's like run. You know, just run. Say you're sorry. Say sorry and run. Give her a hug. Tell you love her, and you're sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little different, I think. Then you know, she's that was almost that was a generation ago, more than a generation ago, actually. So it is. There's a little bit different thinking. We didn't do it like maybe our parents did when they do somebody might go next door and get a switch off a tree or something like that. It wasn't that bad.
I don't know.
She could tell you.
If they didn't need to be a tree nearby to get a switch, my parents were creative. And we knew when it was coming, and there was like either if there wasn't a belt hanging, you just better hope and you couldn't avoid it, because if you ran, it was worse. So, you know, I was terrified. But it also, you know, I mean, it's not like they were just in there, you know, whooping us every other 5 seconds. Yeah, I mean, it happened, and I think it was good. It was good for me, you know. I mean, with my child, I'm really working on a different level of timeout. You know, like a fierce timeout, fear the corner, you know, because otherwise you'll just stand there all night until you get it, you know. So I'm trying to do that, you know, with a little maybe, but I'm trying to talk to him.
Yeah, now that I have grandkids, I don't spank them. Of course not. You know, it's so interesting.
But there's discipline and there's punishment.
Yeah.
Right? So there's discipline that's a teaching tool, and then there's punishment, which is shaming into not doing it. So that's how I look at it. If you shame your child into doing something, all you're going to do is rear a child to be a grown-up who's ashamed and self-doubting and not as courageous and not empowered to say no when things aren't okay.
I did okay with you.
I never looked at it like that. That makes me sad.
That's just so beautiful.
Oh my God, that is so well said.
Thank you.
I want to get there with mine. I'm just like, I mean, it's possible. I'm just, okay. I'm sorry, I'm just speechless. I don't want to shame them, but I want you to mind. And I want to, have a level of control, and I don't want to feel like I don't have control.
Once they have a level of understanding, you have a level of control. It's a different take on children.
So wait, say that again. Once you have a level of what? Say that again.
And once they have a level, they understand. You don't have to control. I mean, it doesn't have to be as much of a battle as it seems. Okay. Granted, my child's 4 and yells no all the time, right? But if I were to hit her for being 4 and yelling no, to her that makes total sense. I want to yell no, and I yell no. Why? Now she did something wrong. Now she's ashamed of what she's done. And so I don't want to shame her. I want to understand, why are you yelling no? And I want her to understand why I'm confused or why I think she shouldn't do it. You know, maybe you yell no when someone hurts you or whatever. And so once you have that level of understanding, then, you know, the heavy hand and the control shouldn't come into play. But it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of breathing. It takes a lot of understanding. And it takes looking at children not as little beings that you have to, you're 30, you know, I'm 35, 36. There's a 2-year-old. You know, it feels like a power struggle, but it's really not. I can knock the patootie out of the kid and get what I want, right? So I have to take myself out of it and go, oh, wait a minute. You've been on this earth how many years? What have you experienced? And it takes the power out of it. So
hallelujah. Good. This is well. I'm over here thinking, how can I apply that even more? I'm trying to talk to my kid, and he's over there pushing the on and off button on the TV, and I'm like, I said no. I said, don't do it again. Don't do it again. And he's like, no. You know, so I mean, but having patience with little things.
And that doesn't mean letting it continue to happen if it's a dangerous thing, you know, or if it's something that's really not okay with you. You have to find what's really important to you and choose those battles, you know. Like if my daughter's going to go to an electrical socket, that's not an option. You know, it's not an option. You're going to move away or I'm going to help you.
Right.
You know? So.
Wow. I mean, so what are you going to say on that one? I mean, you need to be hosting the TV show because I'm speechless. Wow.
Yeah, because it does take you. Now that we have grandchildren, I see. You know, it does take away their self-esteem if you're gonna hit them. You know, I mean, if you're gonna really spank them. I agree with you. There's another way to do it. You know. And sorry, I didn't understand.
I'm thinking the same thing over here. You are not by yourself. She's in the audience. I'm like, but this is, they want to save our children, but I'm like, when we were there, no one was saving us. But we made it. I'm just like, now I have to be so nice. I got to understand little Johnny. Okay, little Johnny.
Right.
I have patience. No, little Johnny.
No, be nice. Be
trying
nice.
to find balance in it all. You know, I respect you so. And I'm like, wow, my age.
And she's really like that. That's the thing. She's really like that. And that's, but people who run a school or who, you know, I mean, I teach, but I don't teach kindergarten, you know. So you're just given you've got a gift of patience and understanding. Because I'm trying to understand and trying to be in their world. That just put my whole perspective.
Yes. Well, you know, but she's trained the people who work in the school with her. Right. You know, they didn't come naturally doing what Jerry thinks they ought to be doing, you know, in terms of working with the children. But they're developed. She's trained them and they're developing. And every now and then I'll hear something that she says to them. And of course, I probably, like the kids screaming. Now there's in their playground, the kids are just screaming. When one screams, the other screams, you know, and they're just having a great time screaming. So for me, you know, is there something wrong?
Why are you screaming?
No, they're just kicking it.
They're happy screaming.
And they just say, they do their little facial back and forth. Yeah.
And so Jerry, just, you know, it's not, you don't stop them from screaming. You let them scream.
And the parents actually say to their children when they're out, they'll say, I've had them come tell me, they'll say, oh no, we're going to scream at school, so let's wait till we get to school to scream.
Okay, that's funny.
So it is really funny.
That's great.
And the kids wait, they're like, okay, and they get to school. You know.
Thanks you guys so much. Really appreciate your time and appreciate all your wisdom. Yeah. So we are off, but we will look forward to seeing you guys again very, very soon. Thank you to everyone here in the audience. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.